Hey everyone, welcome to Our Small Footprint. My name is Nyssa. If you're new here, we are a large family living off-grid in Australia. I had mentioned that we were going to cut and dye the kids' hair as a fun activity throughout December, and people said they wanted to see it, so we will record and we will see what we share. So Sonnet is first up, and she wants to have an undercut before she gets the colour dyed. So we're in the process of marking that out. I've done the female style curve down to the ball of the head that we've marked out here, and we're going to cut all this length off as a start before we put some bleach wherever she wants the colour and things like that. So we're going to start with getting that bit of extra bulk off, which is going to keep her cooler. So we've got this nice curved line which will make the top of the hair fall better as well. We've done this sort of thing numerous times, but I think every time I do it I get a little bit better at marking it out. Though we did forget to grab any clips. So I've had to use hair ties to just get it out of the way, and that's working for the moment, but it's not ideal for keeping the lines nice and crisp, yes, but they will be neat enough for our usage, won't they?
I won't.
Oh, well, that's what happens. You get your hair cut, you get hair on you.
I have to have a shower. Oh, I know. I should get a hair dyed, so.
Alright. So now we're going to do the shaving. That's why we're getting rid of some of it. Alright, so, no, it's fine. Oh, this side's fine. Alright, we bought new clippers to use that have these colour-coded tips, which I think is handy. There's tapered ones, yes, but we're not tapering it. We're just doing an undercut. We're not doing any sort of fades or anything like that. That's a little bit beyond my skill set.
Those are for lifting your hair?
Yeah, therefore they're on an angle so that you can have longer bits as well as shorter bits. But that is beyond my skill level. So all we're doing is a nice, neat, one level undercut. Yeah, because all the hair on top is still the same length.
Just the hair underneath is shorter, so it's less hot.
There's less bulk. Now I did this in the kitchen because it's got a stool and good lighting, but I've got dough proofing, so I'm going to have to make sure to clean up all this hair.
I think that's a little necessary, Mom. It took 4 minutes.
Didn't take long at all. Oh.
Yeah. Finally, my hair's coming back. What about the brush?
Where is the brush?
It's inside on Mom's desk. I already brushed my hair before this.
So there you go. Feel better?
These are fringe cut.
No, I did not.
The fringe is fine.
Yeah.
It's just a bit fluffy at the moment.
Okay.
Alright, so even with the undercut, Sonnet still has a fair bit of hair here, and we only have a finite amount of bleach. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the ends of it. We might still put the colour over the whole lot, and then it'll be just different. Pardon?
Foil?
I'll get it in a sec. I probably don't need it for... We'll see how we go. And so we're just going to do the edge all the way around, I think, and then we might put the colour over the whole lot, and the colour will just show up more in those bleach bits, but still be colour through it. And that way it's not going near her scalp too, because Sonnet has some sensitive skin, but also this has SLS in it, and she's pretty intolerant to SLS, so that's probably why it burns as badly as it does. Now, Darryl didn't buy me any gloves, so we're just going to wing it. So we're just going to do what we can, and we're not going to go particularly pedantic about even... No, we're going to do it. Well, actually, I probably will purposely do it a little bit jagged just so that it's less noticeable that we haven't gone real even. So we I would normally use foil, wouldn't I, when I'm bleaching, but I'm not sure if it's going to be usable the way I would normally use it for just the bottom of the hair. We will see. I might end up just bleaching it and then wrapping it afterwards. Put on an old shirt, so we're just going to I think I'm just gonna take the leap and we'll start, and then we'll.
You can only just put like red bags in here.
The glare is pretty high too on this foil. By only doing the ends too, it means less upkeep.
What's that mean?
Well, if we did it up near your scalp, then it grows out and it looks bad. Whereas when you do it on the ends, when it grows out, it's not an issue because it's at the ends of your hair. So it never actually grows out, it just washes out. And it will wash out with the pool and everything else. So I'm going to purposely do it a little messy at the top so that it blends through a little bit. And just make sure it's well coated in the bottom section here. And we will come back in and do a bit more if we need to, but we're going to purposely be a little bit messy with it so that it doesn't show how we can't get it neat. So I'm just going to go around the bottom and do that, and then I'll reassess it. All right, so Kavik wants his hair coloured as well. Now I am going to neaten it up a little bit. I think Sonnet gave you a haircut, so I'm going to neaten up the hair a little bit first because he'd like colour all over. So we may as well trim it up a little bit first before we attempt to put bleach all over it. I don't think Kavik has had bleach against his scalp before, so we'll see how long he lasts, but his hair is a lot fairer too. So all I'm going to do is just neaten up the haircut a little bit, and we'll remove some excess. Yeah, we'll remove some excess skin. I'm going to cut excess skin. We're going to remove some excess hair that doesn't need to be here before we bleach it because it's easier to need less bleach that way. So I'm just going to give it a trim first. All right, so he wanted his whole head done, so we've done it. We haven't been overly neat. We're not really that concerned. It is a home job to put bright colours in. I gave it a brief trim, but he wanted to keep his mullet, so the mullet is still there. I just tried to neaten up some edges, but you know, it's fine. So now we're just going to leave it for, probably only need 15 minutes for this young hair that they've got, and then he'll have to wash it out and we will look at the bright colours. All right, so this is what we're working with. I didn't get you too far away. This is what we're working with. So we've got some nice bleached bits all the way around the ends. I put a few little streaks up in the top so that it will blend through, and we went across the fringe as well. So now we've got the colour that Sonnet chose was lavender.
Dad chose.
Dad chose, did he? Is this the one you wanted?
I don't even care.
So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the bleached bits, but I'll probably blend it through the rest as well, because that way we'll get some purple colour through it all. Yes, you're eating lunch as well. It's all good. So this is what we're going to do. So again, I've got no gloves, which is going to be great for filming video stuff later, for food stuff, but we will make it work. So I've got a comb and I got dye, and we're just going to put it through. It's done in damp hair and it's combed through, generally speaking. So it's the colour inside it. I don't think it'll focus, but there we go. Looks darker than I was expecting, which is a good thing. It smells nice.
Yeah, it does. I think Surreal dyed her hair red with this.
Yeah, I think I've bought this brand before, so.
Yeah. I don't think the red worked very well because she would bleach her hair before that, but you know. I already had 3 of these.
I've just spilt it on myself already. On my new Christmas shirt.
Oh well. It makes it seem more like you're in the bush because you've got little stones everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. Except that one's purple.
It just doesn't look like it's the it's a semi-permanent dye, so it's possible it's one of the ones that like doesn't look real coloured until it's sat there for a bit. It's also a lavender though, not a purple.
Slim Shady.
He looks like the vegan dude from
From Scott Pilgrim. Have you got vegan power?
And then you gotta do Kavik. Go grab your green Kavik.
Alright, this is how his bleach turned out. It's not overly even, but it didn't need to be for what the purpose that we're doing. So he has picked green for Gecko. So we will put his green. But you need to brush it first, buddy boy, if you don't want me to comb it.
You're gonna grab.
Alright, so we're green. Very green. We will see how it washes out. I'm not sure about... The dyes are a very... watery consistency. They're going on wet hair. When they go on, they don't seem particularly pigmented. We will see how they wash out, but regardless, the kids are having fun. Lorcan's next. He wants to get the whole head dyed. No one colour. What colour did you end up with? Red?
Yeah, red.
Red. So we're going to bleach his hair first, and then we're going to put the red on. Alright, Lorcan's is all bleached. So now he wants red. So we're doing red for him. Match your glasses. Yeah. So we're going to run the red through him, and once everyone's done, I'll take photos of everyone to show you, but for the moment we're working on this. We've run short on bleach. Darryl's going to have to grab some for Orpheus. So Apollo doesn't want to dye his hair, but Orpheus does, so Darryl will grab some bleach for him, so we'll get there. Alright, so sonnets that we did, the colour was a lavender, and it's gone very grey pink, and it's not quite what we were after. So we found, when Darryl went to town, we grabbed this purple punk. It's not a brand that I would normally buy, but hopefully that'll do what we need. Worst comes to worst, I'll buy one of the actual ones that I like your Manic Panics and stuff when I do the shopping. But for the moment, we're going to give this a go. So we've mixed it up. I'm going to focus on the bits that we bleached, but I will probably blend it up through the rest of her hair as well, just so that we've got some nice movement of that purple, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so Orpheus is next to do his hair, and he's getting blue, and he wants just half his head done. Yes? So like you want a part down the middle, all the way down the back, and one whole half of it done?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so I will tie up half and get this part even, and then we will bleach it, and I'll bring you back when we're putting blue in it. So Orpheus is getting blue. You want to show the blue bottle to the blue? So we bleached the half. We're not overdoing the bleach, so there is a bit of a yellow tone and there is some brown bits because they don't need it to be perfect. They're kids, and bleaching isn't the optimal thing for hair anyway, but at this age it's just hair and it's going to grow out and it's not that big a deal, but at the same time we're going to protect as much as we can. So we do limited bleaching, get it down to just sort of a golden colour, and if there's some missed bits then that's fine. It's not going to be an issue. So we're going to put this blue on and then let it sit for half an hour. Sonnet will have to wash hers out shortly, and we will see how her purple went. And then after everyone's done, I'll take some photos and I'll put them on the end as well to show all their hair. Another fun...
Aside from Apollo.
Aside from Apollo. Apollo doesn't want his hair dyed, and that is fine. So we are just going to... Oh no. Need a paper towel there. So we're just doing the kids who want it done, and it won't last very long either because of the chlorine in the pool. But as long as it lasts, and there is enough dye that we can probably re-dye most of the kids who want it re-dyed anyway. Can you turn your head this way,
Except
please?
for the purple,
That way.
because you didn't buy now.
Yeah.
But I think I'll just get baby blue next time. There's a lot on his ear. He'll live. It's not like he's going anywhere tomorrow. So foamy.
Yeah, this one's, because it goes on wet hair, it's a little bit like a shampoo, which is why they say to sort of comb it through.
Did it come? Come it?
Where did you get the gloves? No, they're nice.
They came with the...
Oh. Can I have them?
No. Oh. Don't any more big glue?
Just a minute, I'll check.
Okay.
I'm going to flick that camera off, buddy. This is the problem with these crossover videos over multiple days, is that I edit them each night and I get to a point where I go, hang on, I didn't really finish this one. So I don't think I even said anywhere that each Christmas time we do the kids' hair like this. We tend to dye them whatever color they want, however they want it. They're children. If they want to bleach their hair off, it can always be cut off later, and it's a once-off thing each year just for fun. The kids can do other stuff with their hair throughout the year if they want, but this is the bright and shiny. We all do it at once, and it's fun. And Sonnet's actually requested that I buy some dye for myself that she can do on my hair when I come back. So I'll just buy a box dye of some sort of a brown or something for her to do. But I don't think I actually said that anywhere. So we did all the kids. So everyone enjoyed it. Everyone just enjoys having this Larry hair for Christmas, and they all enjoy, you know, just something different. And it makes the season exciting. It's like all the weird and wonderful foods and things like that. It's just something different to make that whole Christmas period feel even more exciting. So I took some photos of them today that I'll put on at the end here, and yeah, just a day in our Vlogmas that we were to share because everyone wanted to see. And all kids were asked if they were happy to be filmed, or if they wanted to be filmed, or if they didn't want to be filmed, or whatever else, and all of them were happy to share this particular, you know, event on the video. I don't share them all that often unless they come into the kitchen and they choose to share, or they want to be filmed doing something. So, you know, every now and again you see them pop in and out, but generally speaking they're not featured. But everyone asked about the hair thing and they wanted to show it off as well.